Hello, guys. Today is a special one. I am sharing not one, but two powerful African recipes for male strength and vitality. Watch until the very end, because the second recipe is the simplest and most effective one I have ever made on this channel. You do not want to miss it. Let's go. First recipe starts with garlic. Take 2 cloves and peel them completely. In African traditional medicine, garlic has always been the cornerstone of male vitality formulas. Its allicin simultaneously boosts testosterone, crushes cortisol, and expands blood vessels all at the same time. Grate the peeled garlic cloves on a fine grater. Grating is the most powerful way to process garlic. It completely destroys the cell walls and triggers the maximum production of active allicin instantly. And here is something most men don't know. Freshly grated raw garlic produces up to 10 times more active allicin than chopped or crushed garlic. That pungent, intense smell hitting you right now is the allicin being released in real time. The stronger the smell, the more potent the formula. Transfer the garlic to a glass where we will prepare the drink. Next, take a raw egg and separate the yolk from the white. For this African formula, we need only the yolk. And here is why. Egg yolk is one of the most concentrated natural sources of cholesterol in existence, and cholesterol is the direct precursor that your body uses to synthesize testosterone. Without adequate cholesterol, your body simply cannot produce enough testosterone, no matter what else you do. Add the egg yolk to the grated garlic and mix everything together until completely smooth and uniform. As you stir, the cholesterol from the yolk and the allicin from the garlic are already combining into a powerful hormonal concentrate. Drop a comment below and tell me where you are watching from and how old you are. I want to meet every single man in this community. Add a spoonful of coffee to the mixture. Caffeine directly increases the sensitivity of testosterone receptors in your cells, meaning your body responds more powerfully to the testosterone already circulating in your blood. And chlorogenic acid in coffee reduces inflammation in the hormonal glands, creating the perfect internal environment for maximum testosterone production. But here is what makes coffee truly special in this combination. It acts as a natural amplifier that makes the allicin from garlic and cholesterol from the egg yolk absorb faster and work more effectively inside your body. Next, ginger. Cut off a small piece of fresh ginger and chop it finely, skin and all. Do not peel it for this African formula. The skin of ginger contains a concentrated layer of essential oils and antioxidants that are just as powerful as the flesh itself. By keeping the skin on, you are getting the complete full-spectrum potency of this root with nothing wasted. Every compound, gingerol, shogal, and all the essential oils, fully intact and fully active. Add the chopped ginger to the rest of the ingredients and pour warm water over everything. Warm, not hot, to preserve every active compound perfectly intact. Stir everything thoroughly until the coffee is completely dissolved. As you stir, the warm water is extracting the gingerol from the ginger and merging it with the allicin from the garlic, cholesterol from the egg yolk, and caffeine from the coffee into one unified African concentrate. Strain everything through a fine sieve into your cup. What is flowing into that cup right now is allicin from garlic crushing, cortisol egg yolk fueling testosterone synthesis, caffeine amplifying hormonal receptors, and gingerol from ginger stimulating production from the inside. Cut a slice of lemon and squeeze the juice directly into your drink. Limonene blocks aromatase and prevents testosterone from converting into estrogen. Vitamin C stimulates luteinizing hormone to produce more testosterone, and citric acid amplifies the absorption of every compound already in that cup. And the final ingredient of this first African recipe, a spoonful of raw natural honey. Add it and stir everything together until fully combined. Honey's boron raises free testosterone by up to 25%. Its chrysin blocks estrogen, and its natural enzymes amplify the absorption of every compound in this drink. The first African formula is now complete. Drink this every morning on an empty stomach for 3 to 4 weeks consistently, and let every ingredient do its work. And if you are still with me, hit subscribe right now, because the second African recipe is coming up next, and it is even simpler and more powerful than this one. Now let's move on to the second African recipe. First ingredient, 1 medium-sized red onion. Peel it completely. This recipe is simpler, faster, and just as powerful as the first one. Red onion is the testosterone engine of this formula. Its quercetin directly activates testosterone-producing cells, blocks estrogen conversion, and reduces chronic inflammation in the reproductive system all at the same time. Cut off a piece of fresh ginger and peel it completely. And in this second African formula, ginger plays a completely different role than in the first recipe. Here we are using ginger specifically for its effect on blood vessel flexibility and responsiveness. As men age, blood vessels naturally become stiffer and less elastic, and this is one of the primary reasons male performance declines with age. Shogaol in fresh ginger directly targets and reverses this stiffening, restoring the flexibility and responsiveness your circulatory system had years ago. Now grate the red onion on a fine grater. Grating releases significantly more quercetin and sulfur compounds than chopping. You are literally unlocking the full hormonal potential of this onion with every stroke. And here is something fascinating about grated raw onions specifically. When the cell walls are completely broken down through grating, the sulfur compounds inside combine with the quercetin to create a synergistic anti-estrogen effect that is far more powerful than either compound produces alone. Grate the peeled ginger directly onto the red onion. As the two ingredients combine on the grater, the gingerol from ginger and quercetin from onion immediately start interacting, already amplifying each other's potency before we even add anything else. Now pour warm water over the grated onion and ginger. Stir everything thoroughly and let it infuse. The warm water immediately begins extracting every active compound, quercetin, sulfur compounds, and gingerol, pulling them all into the liquid and creating a concentrated hormonal extract that gets more potent with every passing minute. While the mixture is infusing, take half a lemon and squeeze out all the juice using a juicer. Fresh lemon juice is the activator of this second African formula. Its limonene blocks aromatase and prevents testosterone from converting into estrogen. Its vitamin C stimulates luteinizing hormone to trigger more testosterone production. And its citric acid dramatically improves the absorption of the quercetin from red onion and gingerol from ginger. Strain the onion and ginger infusion through a fine sieve into your cup. Press the solids down firmly to squeeze out every last drop of that concentrated liquid. What is flowing into that cup right now is quercetin from red onion activating your testosterone cells, sulfur compounds blocking estrogen conversion, and gingerol from ginger improving blood vessel flexibility and circulation. And do not go anywhere, because the final step of this second African recipe is the most important one of all. Stay with me. Now pour the fresh lemon juice into the cup and stir everything together. Watch that color shift as the citric acid from the lemon activates the quercetin and gingerol. The formula is now fully assembled and ready for the final ingredient. And the final ingredient of this second African recipe, a spoonful of raw, natural honey. Add it and stir thoroughly until completely dissolved. In African traditional medicine, honey was always the finishing touch of the simplest and most powerful male formulas, because healers understood that honey does not just sweeten the drink, it transforms it. Its natural enzymes immediately activate upon contact with the warm liquid and begin pulling the quercetin and gingerol deeper into the solution, creating a bioavailability that neither ingredient could achieve without it. Simple formula, maximum absorption. Hit subscribe and never miss a recipe like this. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong and take care.